Over 6,000 meters of shelf space in the archives of the German Mining Museum in Bochum are devoted to the history of the Ruhrgebiet, a rural area which was transformed into a gigantic industrial engine.
There is nothing to compare with it anywhere else in the world.
The invention of the steam engine in England gave rise to a development which turned the region between the rivers Ruhr and Lippe into a blueprint for industrialization.
A diamond is basically no more than a piece of coal with the necessary staying power.
The Ruhrgebiet was turned into an industrial area unique throughout the world. 400 collieries with over 1,000 shafts pierced the earth. Coking plants, ironworks and steel mills lit up the night sky. The air was heavy with the fumes of industry. Railway lines, canals, roads and pipelines crisscrossed the region.
Once it reaches the surface, coal, that precious commodity, goes on fantastic journeys, being passed from one pipe to the next, one plant to the next, each time shedding its gases and other substances. And it's still worth building a new pipe for the remainder.
The growth of the Ruhrgebiet followed the hitherto unknown logic of industrial production. In no way can the industrial landscape be called beautiful in the classical sense of the word. Nonetheless, it is a home for more than 5 million people.
The skies over the Ruhrgebiet must be made blue again.
Today, people are taking over the Ruhrgebiet once again, on bicycles along the old railway tracks. It was only when the coal and steel industries came to a halt that people were able to get a clearer view of their heritage, and suddenly they saw aesthetic beauty in what once seemed to be simply functional buildings. Historicism, Jugendstil, the classical modern, it was all there, but in a completely different light.
As the largest man-made landscape in Europe, the Ruhrgebiet has a good chance of becoming the greatest work of art in the world.
Where others dig for Roman relics, the people in the Ruhrgebiet are digging for their own history. For example, the foundations of the first blast furnaces. Nowhere in the world do so many buildings bear witness to one of the most important upheavals in the history of mankind, the Industrial Revolution.
Down there, whole mountains are moved, relocated and shifted upwards. Storms of fresh air are pumped into the earth. Entire forests vanish into the depths in the form of colliery props.
Nowhere is industrial heritage so intensely cultivated. Of course, the various places now tell a slightly different story, albeit perhaps not the whole truth. But each place is indispensable if we are to understand how industrialization changed the world. The industrial era gave rise to a unique landscape in the Ruhrgebiet and a unique people. Their smallest common denominator was work. The industrial monuments of the Ruhrgebiet are its history and its culture.
The Ruhrgebiet has, in the truest sense of the word, given itself the untrammeled right to create its own image and be proud of what has made it unique: work.
For many decades, the Ruhrgebiet has been involved in a process of continual change. This has not only entailed researching into the past, its preservation and its transformation, but also looking forward to the future. The Georg Agricola Technical University is the first university in the world to offer a course in post-mining engineering. This has aroused a huge amount of interest worldwide. The Ruhrgebiet might not have the prettiest history in the world, but it is certainly unique throughout the world.